Binnington gets on his best roll of the season. Of course, the timing is exactly where they want it. Dropped a couple games recently, but back on track in goal.
Underway at Staples Center.
Peterson's numbers have slipped. Can he go back the last 3 games, 5 games, 6 games, and make it happen?
His shot is grabbed by Peterson for a stoppage.
Want to go into next season on a complete positive. There's no question Cal is the future for the Kings in goal.
Face-off win for St. Louis. Scandella feeds this to David Perron. A shot is saved by Peterson. Anderson feeds it up the far boards, and Lemieux stops up, fires tipped, and Binnington makes a stick save. Dakota Joshua, big hit near corner against Anderson. Doan shakes the cobwebs out, and he clears it ahead to Shen. Back for Schwartz on the rush. Lines up on a slap shot blocked by Walker. Schwartz circles the net. Centering pass is taken by Parayko after a hit a King's stick. Parayko's attempt never got through, and it's cleared out. Now Grunstrom retrieves the puck. Walker down the boards, moves in. Walker to the net, and Binnington kept the paddle down. Lemieux, meanwhile, goes after Kyrou behind the net, and then goes after Bortuzzo to try to keep the puck alive. It's swept out by St. Louis.
And I'm just thinking of the circumstance. Sometimes you get down near the end of the year here, and you have one of those like a Nolan Ryan game, a no-hitter. And you just kind of keep going that way, and maybe we saw a little bit of that in period.
I was joking with you. Tipped ahead by Athanasiou. Foot race between he and Krug. Look at the closing speed from Athanasiou to get to that puck in the corner. Kempe walks it to the circle, fires right on. Binnington the save. Roy chops after the puck. Moore starts Kupari on his way with speed over the line. Kupari shot, save Binnington, big rebound. Kupari back to the front, and pinballs off a skate. Never gets to the goal.
200-foot type of shift where look at him pick it up, speed from behind. Okay, go in, take it, drive it, and there's that release. Pick up a rebound, and then as you mentioned, Alex, on the other way back, he got himself involved where he broke up a play defensively. So the report, the scouting report on Kupari is the release.
Cradles, right point, feeds Barbashev this way, and his attempt gets blocked by Lemieux. O'Reilly battling 1 against 2, somehow got it to Perron. From a high slot, Faulk hits the iron and got the iron for the Blues.
So you have the screen. You have the potential tip in front also. And you can see with Anderson right there, he couldn't get the initial position. So then if you don't get initial position, those numbers on faceoffs in the defensive zone and only allowing 11 shots on goal against, coverage pretty good so far.
There's Athanasiou, saved by Binnington. One of the best looks for the Kings this period. Athanasiou snapped up by Jordan Binnington.
To get the forecheck to be a little bit more aggressive. This one here, Alex, I think we saw the fundamental attack triangle with one man deep, Kopitar at the puck, support from Kempe. You have low chances, you got to look somewhere to the effectiveness, and the Kings have kept the front of the net pretty clean.
Face-off one all the way into the St. Louis zone. Behind the net, taken away by the Blues. And Shen turns out of the zone, feeding Faulk on the rush. Here's Schwartz on his backhand to Bozak. He scores! Tyler Bozak breaks the ice in the opening minute 25 of the third, and it is 1-0 St. Louis.
One's more of a rush opportunity, which we haven't seen a lot in this game. Faulk, 72, is a defenseman, and then, like we've seen before, now this is not an over back check situation, I believe. It's more of that wave, the second wave coming in. Because Faulk was a defenseman who had the center lane drive. That opened up the lane for the forward Bozak.
Anderson and Krug come together in the corner. Krug gets the better of him. Faulk unable to clear. Mata keeps it alive. Velarde goal line. Chips to Iafallo. He scores! What a find from Gabe Velarde. Alex Iafallo with the finish, and the game is tied.
Not on the end of this, but on the beginning of this. Velarde finds an open man, and that is Iafallo, who's ready to shoot right away.
Trevor Moore with him. Austin Wagner joining. Kupari dumps it in on his backhand. Wagner hard in after it. Pops out of the corner. Anderson to Moore on his backhand. Looking for room. Turns, shoots. Off a stick, covered by Binnington, and he gets the whistle. Riley with fresh legs off the bench, Barbashev. And his pass goes through the wickets again on Krug. This time it's Athanasiou to the loose puck, moving in. Pad save, Binnington, rebound to the slot. Cleared out by Faulk, but it's Faulk at the blue line. Final second to the power play. Bozak down low to Thomas, waiting, passing to Bozak again. Thomas out in front, Peterson with the poke check. Loose puck, he got the left pad to it, and the Kings get Wagner out of the box.
He was put down before. Here's the play we're talking about. Watch, paddle down flat, but look at that. The stick of Peterson and then the pad. The pad twice, so even though he's extending with the stick, Cal still has the presence of mind, doesn't see it the first time, but knows the second time where it is.
Doughty fields that pass. Kempe moving in, drops for Doughty. Through traffic, Doughty to the net, and Binnington the save. They push after the puck. Follow battling Binnington for position, but Binnington covered.
There's the back pass by Kempe, and you can see how wide open it was. Bottom line is Binnington gets a chance to see it, but also Iafallo might be the first guy on it, and he is. And you can see sometimes you just end up being too close to the goaltender. That's bottom line.
Kopitar wins it with his skates. Doughty slips it over the stick of Bozak. Kopitar back for Doughty. A slap shot, hits the post, gets behind Binnington, and he covers. That close to the go-ahead goal.
But I think the sound of the post here actually allows Binnington to react to the situation. Then that's even more. It hits him in the back. A lot of times when it gets by, you don't know where it is, but you hear it, and then you feel it off your own jersey. Then you go.
Together with Athanasiou. Power play time is up. Final seconds of regulation. More behind the net. Won't get a last attempt off. And this game will require overtime. Ice crew is done. Kopitar, Kempe, Doughty to start for the Kings. O'Reilly, Faulk, and Perron. And a wrestling match between Kopitar and O'Reilly. Eventually the Blues get the puck. O'Reilly dealing with Doughty in neutral ice. Nearly got the steal, Drew did. Bank pass behind Faulk. And the Kings unable to make the quick turn. Perron, meanwhile, right back in. It's a 2-on-1 with Faulk. Faulk waiting, shooting. He scores! Justin Faulk wins it for St. Louis. Blues take it 2-1 in OT.
And, you know, it's not necessarily coming right back at you. The Kings find themselves okay as far as numbers, but then there it is right there. It's, you know, it's a 50-50 puck situation. That's all. It's a 50-50. And the Kings went for it. Doughty forces the pass to come. Oh, nice. You could see there Faulk. He leans one way, shoots back against the flow. You can see Cal Peterson leaning now.